The status of global trade. Well, global trade right now is slowing down. And when trade slows down, it slows down economic development. If you couple that with the fact that the Western powerhouse for trade, the United States economy, is also slowing down at the moment, that tells us that there's a lot of challenges going forward for exporters, importers in carrying out their business successfully. Well, if you look at the fact that the US dollar is at a very high level right now, so much of global trade is priced in US dollar. So with the dollar remaining high for trade in so many different countries, it actually means that many exporters are becoming uncompetitive. And you can see so many examples of this. And again, this means that we need to look at diversification strategies for international trade and finance. The regional outlook in the GCC and even in the MENA region is really interesting because there are different economies working at different speeds. If we go back a few months ago, many economists were very negative on this part of the world, given that the price of oil had declined by maybe 50%. But here in the UAE, they followed the strategy over the last number of years of diversification of the economy, developing the UAE as a hub for international trade, developing logistics, developing tourism services, and this has actually moderated the effects. But again, of course, these countries, many of them are kind of pegged to the dollar, meaning the currency is strong, and again, that's going to be a challenge going forward. Well, we've seen there's lots of challenges, but there are many opportunities. And the main opportunity is as a hub for international trade and finance. Many economies look at the UAE as a gateway to Asia, and in particular Southeast Asia. And the Southeast Asian markets look at the UAE for a gateway to the African markets, and particularly the sub-Saharan African markets, which are some of the fastest growing markets in the world. So I think the big opportunity is enhancement of services, providing value-added products, and maybe enhancing the ability of this part of the world to be a manufacturing hub for supplying goods to various corners of the world. That's a big opportunity. Whereas in this part of the world, trade finance is expanding at a pretty interesting and phenomenal rate. Now, the good news is this points to more business for banks and trade finance, more services for the customers, but there's two sides to every coin. So trade finance is a risk management product. So when the demand for more trade finance increases, it actually kind of tells us that underlying there's also maybe a perception that the risk in international trade is increasing, and traders, exporters, importers are looking to their banks to cover that risk.